If you're thinking about buying an abandoned house in Japan, everybody tells you to check the roof or the walls. But after owning mine, I think there's one place that's even more important. And I made the #1 mistake. Today, I'll be going underneath my house in the crawl space to show you guys exactly what to check before buying an akiya. But first, there's a few things I need to buy, so I'm going to go to a local used tool shop in the area and take you guys along with me. Why are you laughing? Hey!
Take 15. This is a hammer drill.
Yeah.
This is a shindo drill って書いてある。
Which shindo drill?
Shindo is vibration. I don't know.
Yeah, vibration drill.
This is a hammer drill. What's the difference? Okay.
Oh, this is for drywall.
No, ネジドライバー。This is a ボード用スクリュードライバーって書いてある。
これはネジドライバー?
ネジドライバー。I don't know ネジドライバー。
W6 is more strong.
But this cord is really long.
Yeah.
I'm not. 充電式ハンマードリル。It's battery だ。じゃあカレー。
これなんか新しいくらいで一緒ぐらいでしょ?
I don't know.
これ3000.
I never searched. デジタルマイクロメーター。そう、また。すごいね。
デジタルレベル?
いや、
すげえ。
この角度がデジタルでわかるって。すごいね。
すごい。
何これ？バキューム？
Yeah, you can put your saw.
ああ。
With your foot in it, it takes everything.
ジグソー。やっぱジグソー？
Yeah?
うん、でかいね。なんだと思うこれ。あ、ここに引っ掛けてこうやってシューシューってやるんだ。忍びの
Wonder where they got them from, there.
古民家からのお品。
Yeah.
まさか忍者？ってやってプシュッ。This is a for what? 金切りばさみ。ここに炭が入って、炭と糸が入って、ここで見える？あの、線描くやつ。
It's like a traditional carpenter's
Yeah.
string line.
Yeah. 29万7千円。29万7千円。This is my wood split.
I hate to say it. Unfortunately, it's cheaper, of course, cheaper to buy online, which is normal for everything. But I thought going to the used tool shop, there might be some good deals. But then when you check the prices online, and especially in Japan with having Mercari and all them websites, Rakuten, Yahoo auctions and stuff, such a good used market here in Japan, and it's way cheaper just to buy used tools online because you're buying direct from the person, especially with Mercari now. So on Mercari, the seller makes the price, but then a lot of people comment and try and negotiate the price, and you can get it a little bit cheaper sometimes. Of course, Hardoff's like a big chain all around Japan, so they sell a little bit more expensive, which is normal. It's a kind of brick and mortar shop, and they got bills to pay. So, but yeah, I'd love to support local businesses, but you just got to buy online, eh? You got to take care of yourself first. Anyway, these aren't even local businesses. Komeri is probably one of the biggest hardware store chains in Japan, and Hardoff is a huge used chain in Japan. That Hardoff was just Hardoff Tools, which is more specific to workers and stuff selling used tools. As much as we love going to the used shops, Hardoff and 2nd Street are always just so expensive. So, a really good website online is actually called Jimoti. It's like a classifieds ads website. Local, yeah, it's very local, and it's just seller to buyer kind of thing. Won't be buying that new drill today. Gotta get that on Amazon. Get that 1000 yen price difference.
Hammer drill.
Yeah, hammer drill.
That was driver drill.
I don't need it now, so I don't need to buy now.
Yes.
Just to go under the house.
Yeah. Look.
So when I bought this house, I actually brought a level along with me and I checked all the beams and the posts and the structure of the house. Everything was level, the wood condition was good, there was no signs of termites anywhere because I tapped on all the wood as well, make sure there's no hollow sound. I thought I'd done all the best checks that I possibly could. About a month into moving into here, when I went to change all the tatamis here and renovate this washitsu, me and the tatami shop guy, we pulled up the tatami mats and yeah, termites everywhere in the floorboards. I then called the termite company to come around, do an inspection, give me a quote, and then they went and treated the whole house, went under the crawl space and drilled holes in all the wood and drilled holes in all the soil and then started all this poison or whatever they do for the termites. It's really good. It got rid of all the termites. There wasn't actually any structural damage or much damage to the timber, so I didn't need to replace anything. When we went under the crawl space to kind of investigate, it was kind of like damp air. Under your house in the crawl space, it should be dry soil. So having damp soil creates like a breeding ground for termites. So we had to do a treatment barrier all around the perimeter of the house as well. So that's definitely something to look out for. When you buy a house in Japan, normally they have these latches where you can open up and then go into the crawl space and then have a look around and stuff. This house didn't have it. So when I first came here with the real estate agent, I did ask the estate agent, where's the latch so I can go under the house? And they were kind of confused. They're like, oh. Anyway, so in today's video, I'll be ripping up the floor in the oshire, which is the Japanese cupboard behind me here, going under the house, investigating, and then I'll be reflooring the oshire with a thicker wood and creating my own latch, so then I can always have access to it in the future. Yeah, the soil's like, oh, damp, wet. I don't know why. Yeah, the soil should be dry down here now. I'm gonna go check out the bathroom. Take all this cable. Yeah, just. Hey, Lulu. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Okay, so the rough idea is to create a latch in here, like a opening space. So I'm going to re-put a new bit of plywood down on here. So in these Japanese, what's called oshire, these cupboards that are built into the Japanese homes, they're only floored with 2mm ply, and same with the walls. I'm not quite sure the reason, because you can't actually stand here. It will just like cave in. As you can see, it's not very strong. I'm guessing it's something to do with like the airflow in these older homes, because a lot of the Japanese houses before, they wasn't built with any insulation, and under the crawl space, I think, yeah, there's got to be airflow and stuff. The problem is, of course, I got like some damp under here, and it just ruined the floor, all the wet spots, and it just smelled. There's like a really stanky smell in here. So I will be replacing it with 12mm plywood on top of the existing joists. I'm going to build just a rough frame here so I can have an opening for a latch, and that way I can access the crawl space under the house without having to uplift the tatami and then try and take out the nails of these existing floorboards here. Most Japanese homes actually have like a latch somewhere where you can get into your crawl space. Unfortunately my home doesn't have, so I have to create one, and I thought, well, I need to replace this floor anyway, So what better opportunity than to put my entrance to the crawl space under my cupboard. So that kind of keeps it hidden from anywhere else. So just a simple design. Because before this was 2mm on top, I'm going to be putting 12mm to make it a little bit stronger. The floor will come up a little bit, but it's not a big issue. Really, to get it perfect, I would take out the existing joists, notch out in each corner to drop them down, and then reattach them. And then that way the 12mm will sit flush to here. But yeah, I thought, it doesn't bother me. This is inside the cupboard. It's not like a scene floor or anything. And then there'll be stuff on top of the floor anyway. So yeah, I'm not going to notch out the corners of these joists. I'm just going to build in a little frame here and then put on the plywood, cut out the latch, and just keep it super simple. But one thing I will do while I'm making this is I will be insulating with the blue foam in between these joists, just to prevent that damp air coming up and then, yeah, creating problems again. Of course, the best thing to do is create a vapor barrier under the house and put on these, you get these like kind of pellets, or I don't quite know what they are, like little gravel things that you can spread out under your crawl space. But before you do that, you need to put out a plastic sheet like a vapor barrier and then put the pellets on top. But yeah, with home renovations, everything costs money, and I kind of have to prioritize my finances a little bit of what I'm spending money on at the moment. The next project is, of course, my carport. I want to get that kind of done before it like gets super rainy. Like summer season here is like typhoon season, so although we have really nice sunny days, we still get big rain days coming. So I'd like to do that while the weather's nice. It's solid. Maybe it's out.
What's that?
Yeah, so anyone interested in buying one of these abandoned homes or vacant houses in Japan, make sure you check your crawl space upon inspection. As I said before, this house didn't have it, so I didn't actually check. If I did check, then I would have found termites as soon as I seen the property. So it's very important. A lot of the times these latches are in the kitchen, but they could really be anywhere. So make sure you ask your real estate agent and yeah, get under the house and check it out. So this was just a quick fix, simple replacement, taking out the 2mm flooring, replacing it with some 12mm plywood, and then just screwing it in and then creating my own latch. It's not perfect, but it does the job, and once everything's back in there, it'll all be hidden. You see here, little handle, lift up, insulated on the back side, and then all insulated underneath there. But as you open this, you can feel the cold air coming out of the draft. So this is really going to help a lot. So a quick recommendation, these spaces are designed for storing away your futons. So everything in these older Japanese houses are kind of built in set measurements, and they all have a meaning. What I recommend, if you're going to put futons or anything in here, I would get these. This just stops the futon sitting on the floor and still has like a nice little bit of airflow underneath. So if you guys made it to the end of the last video where me and Sakura went to explore the river onsen, I wonder how many people noticed the camera fall in the onsen. So that camera is dead. If anybody wonders about the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, is it waterproof? It is 100% not waterproof. Definitely not onsen proof. So now we are just filming on the iPhone. But whatever. So that was we only went for a little adventure to find these river onsens, and it turned out to be one of the most expensive YouTube videos I've made. It kind of sucks. Today was one of the first hot days of the summer. It was about 30 degrees today, so yeah, finished off that in the Japanese room and just going for a nice little stroll. Take you guys around the neighborhood, but yeah, see if you can see the mountains in the background, kind of popping out through the clouds. That's Myoko there, the big ski area. And then Kuruhime. I'm thinking a lot about this carport I'm going to be doing and working on my garage. And I always worry a little bit about stuff, but then when you see places like this that exist, where is the structure? Yeah, it's amazing how some buildings survive earthquakes, so I don't know. It's a bit of a shack, that one. You got this for YouTube. You gotta do that. Beautiful tall cedar trees. Yeah, this is our local shrine. It's only a couple of minutes walk from the house. Beautiful. It's a very nice, relaxing, peaceful space. And it's really nice here in the winter. It's completely snowed in the winter. But it's always a nice little walk that we take. Lulu around the rice field and then come to a shrine and then nice little loop. Stretch the legs, hey? So if you guys made it this far in the video, I want everybody to know, all the new subscribers, old subscribers, or anyone watching, we're going to be trying uploading a weekly episode every Friday at 1 p.m. Japan time, which I'm not quite sure what that translates at other times, but yeah, every Friday 1 p.m. Japan time, going to try and aim for one weekly video. So make sure you comment below with a thumbs up or anything to let me know that you guys have made it to the end and seen this. So Fridays, 1 p.m. J-time. On. Stunning. Yeah.
Stunning.
See this roof over here? This is the next project. All of that is coming off. The whole roof, all the side, getting completely stripped and then rebuilt. I think I'm looking forward to this one. Are you looking forward to this project?
Huh? I can help. Just help.